Hello and welcome to Teachings in Education, Supervisor of Social Studies, interview question number 1. And here is a question that is frequently asked. What are some examples of transparent decision making in an educational system? There are many acceptable answers to this question, but here are just a few possible responses. First off, utilize online tools for public awareness to the community. Schools should get up to date with social media. Social media is a great way to get information out to the public and have transparency. Next up, solicit opinions for upcoming school decisions. Soliciting opinions not only will bring awareness to the decisions that our schools make, but it will also give a voice to school personnel. Third on the list, share and distribute school data in an unbiased manner. Sharing data is another form of transparency. Just make sure the data you share is not confidential. Fourth, get the community actually within the school building. Invite parents and community members to back-to-school nights, hold parent conferences and parent workshop nights. Face-to-face meetings are best for relationship development. And lastly, update your school's information publicly. One of the most important places to update school information is on the school's website. Again, use social media to update. And here's a quick tip to take with you to the interview. Interview question number 2. What are some goals you would like to achieve within the social studies department during your first year? There are many acceptable answers to this question, but here are just a few possible responses. First off, I would look to increase instructional rigor. Increasing instructional rigor can be done by helping teachers include high-order questions on assessments and class discussions as well. Next up, support teachers with professional goals and development. You would like to see all teachers in the department both create and reach challenging goals. You would need to support and monitor teachers throughout those goals as well. Third, I would like to increase the amount of technology-related instruction. Most teachers already incorporate technology into their instruction. However, technology is always growing, and I would like to see the department be on the front end. Fourth on the list, develop relationships with staff and students. Relationships is arguably the most important component in school leadership. Look to develop relationships with not just the staff, but students as well. And last but not least, look to create a fun and exciting workplace. You should want staff to be excited when they come to work. The more fun the atmosphere is in the department, the more teachers will enjoy their time in the district. And here's a quick tip to take with you to the interview. Maintain good eye contact with those on the interview committee. Maintaining eye contact will show character, honesty, courage, and much more. Interview question number 3. What are some indicators of high quality instruction you would look for in a social studies classroom? Now, there are many acceptable answers to this question, but here are just a few possible responses. First, I would look for clear and measurable objectives with cognitive rigor. Objectives should be clearly placed in the teacher's lesson plans and posted on the classroom whiteboards as well. The objective should be rigorous too. Second, I would look for differentiated instruction. Differentiated instruction can be a real challenge for educators, but it is necessary to provide all students with challenging and engaging work. Next up, behavioral procedures are necessary at all grade levels. Expectations absolutely must be put in place for effective classroom management. Fourth up, formative assessments during instruction. I would look for formative techniques such as 1 to 5, thumbs up, thumbs down, brainstorming, and much more. And lastly, look for actual displays of student work. Student work should be proudly displayed in teachers' classrooms. The work could be anything from projects to tests, but it should have the standards attached. And here is a quick tip to take with you to the interview. Speak slowly and very clearly. The way you speak can actually be more important than what you say. Slow and clear is authoritative. Interview question number 4. What types of technology would you like to see used in social studies classrooms and why? Now, there are many acceptable answers to this question, but here are just a few possible responses. First up, the incorporation of Google Docs for collaborations. Google Docs are a great tool for student collaboration because students are able to work in real time simultaneously on a document. Second, Skype for conferences with speakers. It can be difficult to get speakers to actually come into the classroom. However, with Skype, it becomes much easier and speakers can meet via internet connection. Third up, YouTube to flip classroom instruction. For various reasons, students may miss a lecture or a lesson. Flipping the classroom can make content accessible to all students at all times. Next up on the list, a blogging tool of some sort. Since there are a lot of different blogging tools that teachers are using, I won't give a specific example, but blogging tools definitely facilitate discussion and the flow of ideas. And lastly, Google Sites to showcase student work. It's great to show the parents and community the wonderful work students are doing. Students also perform better when they know their work will be on display. And here is a quick tip to take with you to the interview. Have good posture when walking into the interview. Keep your shoulders square, stand tall, and you will actually feel more confident. Interview question number 5. How do you recruit highly qualified and effective social studies teachers? There are many acceptable answers to this question, but here are just a few possible responses. The first focus should be to retain highly effective teachers by instilling a positive school climate. Remember, you don't want to lose the good teachers you already have. Second, collaborate with higher education programs. Reach out to local universities and colleges. Create relationships and allow these future educators to get some experience through student teaching experiences. Third up, utilize sound and effective hiring practices. Sound hiring practices first begins with screening. And don't forget a demo lesson for teachers. Number 4, offer incentives to candidates. A veteran teacher with years of experience might be tempted to leave their current position if the right incentive is on the table, but too high of an incentive may upset current employees. And last on the list, hire from within the organization. I can think of a secretary that became a great teacher, and many paraprofessionals have become great teachers as well. And here's a quick tip to take with you to the interview. Send a follow-up email after the interview is over. The follow-up email should generally say thank you for the opportunity and thanks for your time. Please subscribe to this channel as I'm going to add more supervisor questions for all different subjects. Also, I will post a link in the description below with more questions in a document sometime soon.